La! Hello, 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 everybody who's here already.
Hi.
Hi, Carly. Do I need spreadsheet help? Not really. Am I here anything for us? Of course. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Skinny. Hi, Michaela. I just discovered her kid last week. I'm so excited. Well, we're very happy to have you here. I'm going in an accent apparently. Today's live stream is pop-up live stream where we're talking only about spreadsheet because many a question have been popping up over spreadsheet. So that is what we're doing. Of course, with me today is the illustrious, intelligent, genius-defying Asura!
Hi.
Asura is here. Asura has been behind the scenes. You've seen Asura a lot in the Discord as a mod. But Asura helped me develop a lot of the spreadsheet, especially the formulas and stuff, because whenever I get stuck on a formula that's not working, I just cry to Asura. And Asura makes it better because she's smarter than me. So
that's not.
Yes. I think when it comes down to it, yes, you are. Ooh, should we take an IQ test together and see? It's the new secret challenge in HRCYED. Everyone posts their IQ scores.
That would be interesting to see. I would like to see
spread. You see our
IQ.
IQ.
I could play with all.
Now I want to do it. Hi, Ash. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Hello, people. As you come in, so this will be kind of a shorter stream. What we're going to do, I'm going to do a basic walkthrough of the spreadsheet. We're going to add a few things to the original spreadsheet. So if you already have a copy of the spreadsheet, you will need to do these steps yourself, or you can get a new copy of it and re-put in whatever you've already done to it. But either way, you'll have a means of figuring out how to add to the formulas that we already have set in here. And then after that, we will be answering any questions you guys might have. One off the bat, that weird sheet 31, it's already gone. I don't know what that was. The random blank sheet, it does nothing. So if you have that in your copy, go ahead and delete it. I don't know why it was there. It shouldn't have been there in the first place, but yeah. Found out about it from another booktuber before 2.0 was announced. I thought it was too late, but then boom! Very good. Hello, Waco Glenn, and Asura is so good at chat, is very patient and kind. Yes,
Thank you.
Is. Hi, Sue. Asura has been a boss at this because I have been so busy because I'm with my parents right now and I keep getting called away for a lot of stuff. I'm interviewing for jobs. I'm running errands all the time. And then I'm like with Paul and stuff, I'm entertaining him. I find that I am on my computer a lot less than I used to be. So I'm a little overwhelmed that I'm like, I can't be in the nitty gritty right now. Hopefully that will change once I get my new job and a new apartment and stuff. But
yeah, I've been on my computer a lot more, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's nice that you've been there. I will say, if anyone is interested in being a mod, now that we have 1,000 people in the Discord, even with the awesome handful of mods that I do have, I think we might need more. So if anyone is interested in doing that, send me a DM. Michelle in the chat is also a new mod. Fingers, what? Also, fingers, what are you doing? What? I don't know what's going on. How chaotic it all is. Yes, Asura is. That's why. Correcting saying instead of sir instead of Asura. That's what happens when I read a below comment before an above comment. My bad. The sheet 31 is the UFO crash site in Antarctica.
There you go.
You got it. Yep. You got it. You're going to run 1 and 2 concurrently. Godspeed.
Yes. Good luck.
I do think it is pretty compatible to do that, though, actually. I think overall, there's a lot of ones that, you can just double and use. And I think the nature of HRCYED round 1 still fits in because it was all focused on reading indie, and this one's just focused on reading diversely, and there's a lot of crossover there.
But then you are using a lot of your double ups just on doubling between the two.
Well, you can, I guess you can double between 1 and 2 and then still double within 2.
That's true.
That's it. Yeah. I do feel like from doing the TBR live thing, my readathon and my personal challenge and the TBR game, like that's where my double ups are happening. I'm like, I'm gonna need to really bank on that triple up.
Do you have your total book count yet?
I haven't yet. I was gonna do that tonight. I was gonna do it yesterday, and then I got pulled away. As life is right now. But yeah, super fun time. 1 and 2 at the same time. That is peak chaos. And no double ups would be even more. Does By the Hundreds miss what? Does By the Hundred miss on the updated spreadsheet? What? I don't know what this question is asking. Please rephrase. I'm confused. I did notice that this one's not fully outlined, though. That's annoying to me. Okay, fix that. Yeah, if it works on both, count them on both. Absolutely, do that. Doing the TBR game 3 times was a choice. It was not.
Yeah.
I think if you watch the playback, it was demanded. I'm just saying.
It still kind of put you behind because I did the same game for mine after hours, but I just did it once. So it's only like 10 books for me. Not 30 for you.
I wanted to use all 3 lives. How are the rules in doubling up on that? Doesn't count as a double up if it's a different version. No, it doesn't. It does not affect that. I wouldn't. I mean, if you want to play really hard mode, then yeah, you could do that. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Clarify the adaptation. This one confuses everybody. Real quick, let me just go to that page. And apparently I can't find my own page. Adaptation. There it is. Okay. This is one or the other. I think that's what's confusing everyone. You don't have to do one base. You can do 8 different stories. And you can either do the adaptation or read the source material. You do not have to do both. Doing both, however, for each one you do both for is an extra 5 points if you're doing the point system. I hope that makes sense. I think a lot of people are overthinking this one. This is meant to be a little bit of a reprieve because instead of like watching Pride and Prejudice or reading Pride and Prejudice, you could watch the movie or the BBC miniseries, which would count as a TV show. You can do either or. Either or. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do a bigger Q&A after this. What all my Gothic books are going to be. I don't know. I'm going to need so many recommendations from y'all. I'm going to need so much help. Like there's so many on these prompts that I'm like, I need help. I need help. I'm going to be utilizing my own I Need Help channel. Hi, Allie. Hi, Polyboony.
Hi.
Hi, Crystalline. Yes. Southern Gothics. Okay. So we're going to do a tour of the spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet is located on the website. I guess, actually, let's do that real quick, too. We're going to share the website here. So when you go to the website, the sign-up sheet is here. Over here, it says helpful links. Helpful links has the spreadsheet. When you click this, it'll ask you to make a copy, which it's like this. It'll have that, make a copy. So this is how you don't affect my original copy that everyone is downloading. Okay, you can also get the journals and the story graph challenge. A lot of people are confused about that one. It's here. It is now here. I did update this. All the videos regarding HRCYED are going to be in this playlist. The FAQ document, please resort to that. A lot of things are there. And the original announcement video. Cool. Okay. You absolutely could do Epic. Even though, isn't it still ongoing? I mean, you could. I love it. But yes, you could do Epic for an adaptation of the Odyssey. Yes. Oh, you can't find the sheet by the hundreds in the updated spreadsheet. It's right here.
It might be accidentally hidden. So if you like right click on the bottom of any tab, you can.
You see hide sheet. and then unhide it. You might have to unhide.
Yeah.
So if it's hidden, let's go this hide sheet, and then use the view menu to hidden sheets, show by the hundreds. There, now it's back. Hopefully that fixed that. Okay. Isn't it? I love that. I was so glad that she told me about that resource. So I'm sorry for anyone outside the US. That's great. Hi, Phoebe from France. It's midnight. Welcome to Midnight Spreadsheet Chaos. Gonna do book journal to keep track. So it's more portable. Absolutely.
Yep.
The love of Blaine, make a copy. Yep. I have had a few people like try to request access, and I'm like, no, make a copy. Yeah. What genre was that series Nina commissioned me to read about gas stations? That was oh God, what was it called? That I would say is a paranormal horror comedy. It cross-genred a lot. Scrambling too much with her kid, one to plan much, but still excited. You know, I think a lot of it also within one's natural reading, it can be done pretty easily.
To Mama, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, I need to focus on finishing, and then I can dive into planning more.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Also, if I read a physical book for her kid 1, I still get 2 points for her kid 2. Yes, you do. You get points anytime. Anytime. Any book you read, you get points, even if it doesn't fit into a her kid prompt. This is just a reward system for reading. That's all it is. You don't have to count it to her kid 2. It doesn't have to count to anything. It doesn't have to count to any readathon at all. But you get a point for it. It's just for reading a book, have some points. That's all it is. Okay, so first page here, we have the bingo board. Every single one can take you. You just click it, and then it'll take you to the board. Whatever one it is, or to the tab. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. I have words. Words make sense to me, okay? The tracker. So, like, I hope you guys like my fake stuff. This is... If you don't want to track stuff on here, that is fine. You don't have to use this page. It's just going to feed into the stats. So if you want to see your stats, great. It's there, but you are not obligated to use this. This is for your own amusement. It will have nothing to do with the results of HRCYED. It's a really nice way to go back and check on things or to see like the month you read the most. I think that's a really fun thing. The most common acquisition year, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But nothing is necessary. And with this too, like I have this prompts, what it's used for. You can use it for that prompts, or you could also be like, oh, it could also fit this if I wanted to. You know, the stats is the best part. Love me some spreadsheets. I'm glad. I also love stats, but I also recognize not everyone is a gigantic nerd like me.
Just us. Yeah.
Yeah. Also joining for Midnight Spreadsheet Chaos. Yeah. Good. I love the maps. I wish more than anything that I could manipulate the maps a little bit more, because on the world map, oh man, I wish that with like the UK that it would separate Ireland and Scotland and like it doesn't separate those, and that makes me very annoyed. You have to put United Kingdom or just England, but it won't differentiate between Scotland and England. Very annoying.
What happens if you do super good things?
I actually started HRCYED 2 and finished The Ghost Writer by Julie Clark and added it to the June month and fire in the avatar prompt. Very nice, very nice. Need to learn Excel sheets better so I can start statting things more. Well, we're going to show you how to do a lot of stuff. It's a lot of formulas, very Googleable. That's usually between me and Asura. If we don't know something, we're going to Google, and hopefully it helps. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't separate them.
About that.
So it's good. I have the power to mute you if I'm like, oh no, we have conversation. It's okay.
Yeah.
I
think I could probably look into the maps a little bit more, Q, but that would take some research.
If you want to, I just know that from what I've seen, whenever I've wanted to like get into the customize, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, Sheets is more limited with this.
It doesn't let you do a whole lot, and it's annoying. So, yeah. I do. I do offer commission spreadsheets. They're on my Ko-fi. Everyone go explore my Ko-fi. I have a lot of things that you can commission me for. You can commission me to read a book. You can commission me to make a video. You can commission me to make a spreadsheet. You can commission me to edit your work. Like even if it's just like a school thing or a book. Hi, did you want to come in? Paul is here to say hello to everyone. Did you need to say hi? Hold on. Oh, it's just a black void.
Yeah.
What? 5 kisses?
Polly Booney, I'm actually in California, so I'm an hour behind Q.
What? I love you. We're not going yet. It's still too hot, buddy. He and his sisters now routinely want to go to the park to run around, which the girls never did. I usually take them, but then I took them one time, and now they demand it, even though they're old ladies who can't go very fast. But they love it, so we take them all. You can go up on the bed. You don't have to just hold your head on the bed, buddy. What are we doing? Go up, up, up. Up, up, up. Okay, just stand there. Okay, whatever you want. Yeah, you can if you want to pay for it.
Yeah.
I recently saw a video. It just got recommended to me of this person who vlogs on trains and like did a round trip train on Amtrak from New York to Seattle. And I'm like, I want to do that. And what if my concept was like writing an entire book while on a train? Because it was 80 hours that she spent on that train. And I'm like, if I'm left alone in their little roomette, and she said it cost her $1,116 when she went on the off season. I'm like, if I raised enough money, do you think people would want to watch that? I don't know, but I want to do it.
It sounds fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you need time to sleep and stuff too. So I don't know if 80 hours would be enough, but you could do a couple or extend it.
That's true.
You could go even further. Yeah.
Well, let's commission me to travel and go on the Amtrak. Nano Traino. Nano Traino. It basically could be like, see how much I can write on a train across country. Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, stats. So what the stats is going to show you your total books, your pages, your hours, the time, the total spent. If you keep track of that, I do, because I like to prove to myself that I'm spending less on books, says the person who just bought 4 books today. But they were discounted, so it doesn't count. Just kidding, it counts. How the average days read, average rating, average page count, average hours, total points if you want to, check it. Most common acquisition year, total that were set out of this world, and month read the most. You can see where you're contributing most of the prompts. Your maps obviously are very fun. We have your publisher spreads, your pie charts for new versus reread, your series status, the means of reading it if it was paperback, audiobook, hardcover, ebook, genres, your main genres, cover colors, audience that you're reading it for, publication year, and the authors. Look at Paul. He wrote 2 books.
Good job, Paul. One thing about this page, we had somebody in the Discord was talking about an error they had on the most common, I don't know if it was years published or years acquired. And it's just that the formula doesn't like it if there's a tie. So by adding at least 2, like there has to be a winner, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In order for that to work. So if you run into that issue, it's probably just waiting for more data.
Give it more data. Okay. All right. The points tracker itself. Here is your points tracker. For every book you read, again, regardless if it is for Hercules or not, you can type it in here. I'm going to say a book. And if I read it for a different readathon. Boom, that's a point. But I read it on ebook. Cool. But it was a 5-star read. And it was 500 pages long. And it finished a duology that I started, 7 years ago. Woo, I finished it. And it was self-published. And it's a marginalized author. And I posted a review of it. No, I just earned 23 points. Beautiful. It will calculate that and show you how many you've earned of each of the 4 ways to redeem your points. Once you type in here, you're like, all right, time to use a reread. I will type that and change that to 1. Oops, I'm now negative points because I didn't actually have enough for a reread. But you can make that work yourself. If you feel like it, you can also put in here what you're redeeming points for. It's just a little one. I put it as a little tiny one. You can obviously extend this going that way. Doesn't matter. But yeah. So that's how we add this. Now, originally my thought with the bonus points in debt to Dark Q was, if you didn't write a detailed review, or because all of these in the blue, these are all worth 5 points. You would just like, oh, it wasn't actually an early arc, but I'm just going to count it as that to add the points. That was my original thought, but it does seem that a lot of people want a separate column. So after we finish a little tour of this, we will go through and add that extra column. Yeah. I mean, if you really want to, Polyvuni, if you really want to, I'll do that for $1,000. It's going to be painful, but I'll do it. Yeah, it's going to be up for everybody to rewatch at any time. So please do. Okay. So that's the basics of the spreadsheet. Oh, thank you, Olivia. So every other tab has its own tracking. So this is your potentials. You can insert, if you don't know how to insert anything, I'm going to go here, insert image, insert in the cell. You'll have to use from however you want to do this. I have a whole folder of book covers that I consistently download from. So let's pretend that this is a short book. It's not really. We're going to pretend. And it's going to enter that book into there. And you can just do that. And once you've completed this, you click this guy here. Go back to the bingo board. Oh my God, it's green. Ah! So that's how it all gets affected. Delete it. Insert image in the cell here. Boom. Cool. Or you can type it in. You don't have to insert the image into the cell. I just did it because I like seeing the pictures, and that's cool. That's what I do.
Yes, thank you for making those book size cute. It's very
I tried. 24-hour readathon. You can do this however. Again, why you? What happened? I swear I went through this sheet. Type in your book title, your page count, and if you read it, if you can pre-plan it, obviously you can just track the ones you've done. But this will count all of those that you actually do, and this will total up. Or it didn't. Where did it go?
You need to read.
Oh, it's on C. It's on C. That's why. There. Fixed it. So if anybody has that issue, it says D5 and D. Change it to C. C5 and C. I could have sworn I fixed that. But anyway, it'll total your pages. Your start time, you can just type in whatever time you're starting and what time you're ending. This will tell you how long you actually spent reading. And again, click this for when you're done, and it'll clear that off. Subgenres. I have the main genres here. Obviously, mine is currently saying romance, if you watch the TBR live. And there's a bunch of subgenres here. If you have another one, just go to this little edit guy, this little pencil, and it'll open up here. Go add another item, and I'm just going to say, because I actually realized I didn't have romantasy in here. You can customize whatever color you want to do. Apply to all. And now it's there. Okay.
I will say one thing about the drop-down menus.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few people that have been exporting the sheets into Excel.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that you should know about that is that Sheets and Excel are two totally different programs. So they don't really talk to each other. Sheets tries to export things into Excel friendly formats, but it doesn't always work. A lot of people have been having issues with the drop downs if you try to export this into Excel, because the data validation section in Excel is way more complicated. So if anybody needs help with that, just send me a message on Discord and I will help.
Don't send it to me. Send it to Asura. I'm not going to know it. I want to confirm I heard correctly. There have been updates to the spreadsheet since you announced the reading challenge. We are updating it right now. So if you need to re-download it, you can do that and just re-import whatever you've done to it. Or you can follow along with what we've done because we're showing you what we're doing as we're updating it. So you can also do it yourself. Yes. Yeah. Do we have to in order or can it be in any? Oh, you can do them in any order you want. Yeah. Read however works for you. Cool. And again, potentials. If you got potentials, throw them in there. Series staircase. Again, I'm inserting photos in here. You can do your possibilities. Click it when you're done. Pretty simple. Once again, brief explanation. A standalone book, a duology trilogy that you start and finish. The series that is 4 books or more can be a start and finish, or it can be continue a bigger series that you still have 4 books to read in. It can be that. You can also, if it's a giant book, use them for your duology trilogy spots as well. If it's that many books left in the series, you know, like for me, if I was doing Wayward Children, I have only read 1 book of that, and there's like, I don't know, 12 books in that right now. There's a lot. I could just read Wayward Children for that. I can't because we already pre-decided, but you know, it's fine. Can the readathon be a challenge for Storygraph or doesn't? What?
It doesn't have to be on YouTube.
No, it doesn't have to be on YouTube. Be Storygraph, that's fine. I can tell people are talking about doing this reading challenge in the Amazing Readathon Discord. Are they? That's fun. Thanks, guys. I'm excited to have everybody here. Welcome to my chaotic brain. And what is it doing? Award season. Once again. You only need to hit 1 of each of these. The second ones can be whatever you want. You can use multiple awards, but you do need to do 1 finalist, 1 winner. I just clicked the wrong things, but I said the wrong things while I was clicking. 1 semifinalist and 1 entrant. That's it. Vampire Chronicles or Wheel of Time would be great for covering series. They would indeed.
Yep. Yeah, for the awards, I think a lot of people didn't know that they could change the drop down. So they thought they had to do 2 winners, 2 finalists, 2 semifinalists.
Oh, yep.
You can
change
it.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that. I just set it up that way because it looked pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be a complete series. You just need to keep going. Doesn't have to be complete. The last time had to be. But no, we're not doing it this time. TBR game. Enter the game here. Put your prompt, put your title, depending on what it is. There's a bunch here with links. Go watch.
It doesn't have to be one of those. Those are just options.
Yeah, these are just potential ones you could do. If you find another one, like, again, I just watched Lexi do the bowling TBR, and I'm like, shit, now I want to go do a bowling TBR. I want to do a mini golf one. Great. I have so many new ideas that are going to go onto my TBR changer. I almost guarantee once I finish my current TBR from TBR changer, the next one I'm doing is mini golf TBR because I say so.
Awesome.
That's what's going to happen, I swear.
Are you still on the first one? The first TBR changer?
No, I'm on second one now. I have to edit the video. I did film it. So I just started the second one.
Excited to see that.
It's interesting. It did also make me play another TBR game. And that TBR game is featured on this list. So I'll let you guys figure out which one that is. Last 10 years, I did already update this one to be 11 books because I can't math apparently. So to actually do the last 10 years, you have to read 11 books. And I'm a dum-dum. I own that.
I think that's an easy mistake to make.
It is. You think it's going to be 10, but it's actually 11. So for those who have it, all I did was I just dragged one over. That's it. So that's an easy fix. You can pick which drop down it is. You can do it in any order. You do not have to read in order. Any order. I do not care how you guys read. Her kid 3 have mini golf and bowling now. We're getting into sports next year. Her kid sports day. I also love TBR games. Yeah. You can choose between. Yeah. Oh, you can do both. If you really want to do both, you can. I don't care. Most of the answers of can I do this is going to be I don't care. Do what you want. Because, yeah. You could break the rules entirely and I will never know.
I don't know that there's too much of an advantage to doing both. There's a fair amount of overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Using
like
TBR Changer to pick which TBR game I play. What? Yay! TBR Changer is so fun. I love doing it.
Rubbing off on people.
Yeah. I was never going to do that one in order good.
I wanted to say, I think the advantage of basic mode is that you don't have to track stuff.
Yeah.
It's really the big. So if you're tracking it anyway.
Yeah. I make that mistake all the time. I love the pastel rainbow. Thank you. I've tried to go with a very pastel-y theme. Sports romance readers going crazy. Oh my God. What if I made a prompt that was whatever sports romance you read, you have to go play the sport.
No. Don't make me do that.
Oh, Dark Q is on fire. Oh, that'd be so funny. 2022
looking for like ping pong romance.
Oh, you're so right. It is on there twice. Why is it on there twice? That's funny. Okay, hold on.
Is it because you copied it?
Oh yeah, because I copied.
Yeah.
That's why it just it did a whole column. That's funny. Delete that. There we go. Now it's fixed. Hopefully you guys can see what I was doing. I just changed these and then right-clicked and deleted the column. Oh, shoot. Wait. Let me make sure that still doesn't affect it. Bingo. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're good. Doesn't affect it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we're good. I can count. Time to play volleyball again. Actual nightmare. No lie, I might do it. Yep. Oh, my God. I'm a readathon that a prompt is to read a sports book, then go watch the sport. Well, I'm making
watching is better.
Go play.
I'd be willing to watch it.
Get out there and play it. That'd be really evil.
Yeah.
Is Dark Q that evil? Find out in HRCYED 3.0.
You'd have to have some.
Right? You know, they have speed knitting competitions. They should have a speed reading competition. You know?
Yeah. You could do a video game book and then play the esports. You know? There you go.
There you go. Please don't make me read sports romance. Lol and that and cowboy romance are hard living. Okay, noting that I'm going to make a Carly-specific HRCYED prompt. And that's...
Sports or cowboy romance.
Yep. I'm going to have everyone at one point submit the thing they don't want to do the most in reading, and then that's going to be your first. Oh, God. My speed knitting is... I'm as fast as a tortoise. I'm slow as hell, yeah. I'm a sloth. If I did a sports romance prompt like that, I'm immediately sourcing 5 indie books because AFAIK, the only sport... Oh, as far as I know, the only sports romance book I have is ice hockey, and I cannot skate. Me neither. I can't skate to save my life, guys.
It takes like
Commission me to make a video of me
think.
skating. It'll be really funny and just bloopers of me falling on my ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. That's true. 24-hour challenge is a speed reading contest, but we're not competing with each other. We could be. Okay, adaptations, I kind of went over it again, but once again, you do not have to use one base. You can use 8 different bases. You can double it and be like, I want to do Pride and Prejudice for this and this. That's fine. You're just experiencing the story in a variety of ways. And you can use multiple stories. You can use the same stories. I don't care. And you can do one or the other. Doing both gets you 5 points per one that you double up on. Here. Play table
Or one
hockey. There you go.
that you read both on, yeah.
Yes. So each one of these, you could get 40 extra points if you both read the source material and watch or experience the adaptation. You could get 40 extra points doing that. Because each one would be 5.
Which means it's not really worth it to do rereads for that because you're spending 50 points, but you're only earning 5.
Yeah. Disability challenge, easy peasy. Just enter whatever disability it's here. Put in the book thing here. Click it. Done. Pretty simple. Heritage months, again, they do not have to be in order. Don't have to be in order. You don't have to read them during the month that it is. You do get a bonus point if you do that, or bonus points if you do that. So if you guys all read a book with disability in it in July, extra 5 points. Extra 5 points. Everybody extra 5 points. Woo. Translation challenge, same thing as disability, kind of enter it here. Boom. Around the world. You get it for the bonus Antarctica. Remember, Antarctica is not required. I am very humbled with knowing how many books are actually set in Antarctica from y'all, but it is not required. Even bigger rainbow. Again, for the basic question, does this count for this color? Sure. If you want it to. My basic rule of thumb is if it's 50% of that cover, you can use that website that we've been talking about that's pinned in the Discord as a resource to tell you. And the 7 colors does not have to be Roy G. Biv. Just 7 different colors, which is actually a lot easier than you think. So, cool. Cool. I never read contemporary romance, always in a fantasy setting. And to be fair, the only one I read was a cowboy romance, and it was fun. That's good. Hi, Elena. How you doing?
Hi.
All right. Make a quote. We've been through this quite a lot. You can double up within. That's fine. You could triple up within if you win the points. Spooky creatures.
Do you want to show people an example of copying the rows? Because there were 1 or 2 people that had an issue
with copying the rows?
To make it longer.
Yes.
Because you have to insert the rows that you're copying, otherwise you're pasting over your potential list.
Yes. So either what I would do currently is I would right click, insert 2 rows below here. Actually, I would insert 3 because I want a space between them. You might do this a lot differently. This is my slow ass version of it.
This works.
I'm going to make this smaller here. I'm going to copy all of these here and just kind of adjust their size. And I've added more.
Yep.
That's about it. That's it.
But you do have to insert however many you need to copy paste. You have to insert first.
Yep. What did I just undo? I ended something. I think we're okay. I undid checking it. That's all. Okay. So that's all you would need to do to add more words. And if you go less, that's fine. Just don't fill them out. Just delete those. And that's good. Okie dokie. Spooky creature. Vampire, shifter, magic user, fae folk, spirit, merfolk, zombie, other creature, which I'm totally going to be using. I'm in love with Mothman. My other creature. I'm so excited about that. Up to interpretation. Become the avatar. That's confused everybody. You do not have to read 8 books. You can choose the cover or the word in the title. But if you choose cover, make all of these cover. You can't go between, do one cover and one title. So one cover that has water on it, but this title had earth in it. You're doing one or the other or both if you really, really, really want to. But again, you would get 20 bonus points if you did it across the board. 5 for each one.
So Q, if you find 4 books that have the words water, earth, fire, air, and graphics of water, earth, fire, air, would you give bonus points for that?
Yes. You get a bonus point for doing both.
Even if it's on the same book. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, that's a double up. Oh, you mean you could do that as a double up? That
But
would
then
be
you're using the double up, and you don't get to use it for anything
exactly.
else.
Yeah. Yes, we are editing the main copy right now. That's the main copy. Paul needs to go as Mothman for Halloween. I thought about it. I thought about being Bigfoot, and he could be Mothman, and we'd walk around as cryptids.
Oh, that would be adorable.
I did think about doing that this year. But then Joanne's went and closed, and I don't know where I'm going to get my Bigfoot fabric. So we'll see. Yeah, there is. Elise Kova has Air Awakens and all that. So yeah, absolutely. Sweet, my procrastination's paid. Yeah, it is. All right. Readathon challenge. We kind of went over this one. Again, these are just examples of readathons. They can be any readathon you come across. But you follow the rules of that readathon first and foremost. But with some of them, their readathons are just prompts. If it is that case, you must do every single prompt in that readathon. But for things like Aurelium, which was like you have to choose a profession and then you have specific profession prompts, you only have to do those prompts. You don't have to do them across the board. Okay. For me, because I got Realmathon, I'm doing all the prompts because I'm crazy. But I would choose a team, and each team had 2 specific prompts, and then there was the group attack and fight. I'm doing every single one of those. So that's how I'm doing it. But again, I'm not going to police you on it. You can interpret it how you want. Yes, so overall, you're following the rules of the readathon. If the readathon itself allows you to double up in those, that's fine. You can double up that way and still use it for another prompt in HRCYED because the original readathon rules are going to override what HRCYED does. Okay? Use them first because you're basically participating in that readathon and then inputting whatever you read into HRCYED. I hope that makes sense for everybody. Okay. What? 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 I missed a comment that this is referring to. Interesting.
Oh, they said I have kind of a weird one for this that I think counts. And
here it
Michelle
is.
said for the spooky creatures prompt.
Yes.
And then yeah.
You said
Yeah, I would definitely say that counts as magical.
I would, you know what? I actually would put that as zombie.
Oh, yeah.
I would put that in the zombie category. Yeah. That's a zombie person. That's a person being unalived and reborn many times. Yeah. I'm very excited for my 52 prompts for the readathon. Can we do a month-long readathon like June on the Range? Absolutely it can. You can do whatever you want with it. I don't care which readathon you choose. Yep. Yeah, you can choose which semester you want to do. Hi, Miriam. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you can open to interpretatum. Interpretatum? Is that what I just said? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interpretatum. It's a new word. Thank you. Really love Anglo-Saxon books. All right. Awesome. All right. Aminals. Again, open to interpretation. I'm not gonna police you. Not gonna police you. Yes, you can do a yearly one like our fantasy. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we fixed that. We found it and fixed it. That has been fixed. Okay. Queer alphabet. Again, try to make, so there was actually a good question. Yes, it can also be the author. It can be the author's identity if they are out. But
no assumptions.
Character. Yeah, no assumptions. If they are out, don't out anyone. If you figure something out or you're assuming something, don't start that. Yeah. If they declare it themselves, you can use that. Otherwise, it is the main character of the story, not a side character. They must have a prominent POV to be that. There you go. Cool. Yeah, that'll count. You're making a readathon between you and your friend? Do it. Sounds good. All right, favorite Her Kid 1 prompt. Again, this is one, if you choose like this, you're going to have to add a lot more. Do the same thing. Just add rows, copy stuff over to make it however many you need to do for the Her Kid 1 prompt. BIPOC. Representation you read, you can double up. You can read the same representation over and over and over again as long as you are reading BIPOC authors. You cannot use the same author twice, however. That was the question there. I feel like this is both a spreadsheet live stream and a tweet again.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Go over these again. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're kind of covering the questions we're seeing a lot.
Yeah.
So
I may not be able
out
to
as many
respond
times
to everything in the Discord, but I'm trying to scroll through at least and get a general idea of what's going on with y'all. Yeah, must be canon, can't be fanon. Yeah. I Discord where they post readathons all the time. Some readathons are only a week. Yep, makes things easier. That's why I recommended everyone to get the Reading Rush, because that's a week-long one. Doesn't exist anymore, but yes. Okay. If I'm reading a monster romance with a minotaur, does it count for No, because the minotaur is not on a farm. He's in a maze.
It would count for spooky creatures.
It would count for spooky creatures. No. Unless it's a book about a minotaur farm or a minotaur ranch, then no. Maybe if I say it differently, it will be understood. Yeah. Thank you. I hope people would read my books. That'd be awesome. If anyone wants to translate my book into Spanish, do it. Let me know. Okay. Get your lovely points there. Yeah. Go for it. Hi, Green Harry. No. Wait, is that what it's called? Wait. Was that what it was called? Okay, well, if you read that, then yes, it's a farm animal. Then yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Yeah, you guys remember we talked about how this was going to be chaos, spreadsheet chaos? I think we've delivered. All right, new releases. New releases. Again, you have 60 days to read them. Each month they are new releases. So I had somebody asking about, like, can I use one from 2016? No, that's not a new release. That's it. They must be a new release. Right now for Her Kid, you can use ones for May 2025, June 2025, or you can wait until next year to read a May 2026 or a June 2026. Okay, cool. Challenge yourself. This is one, if you need help with whatever you're doing, you're going to have to add columns or remove columns or whatever parameters you are. You just have the base spreadsheet for it.
You could probably easily copy and paste like a potential reads section from one of the other tabs.
Yeah.
If
just copy it.
Something like that.
Yeah. Cool. But again, you can ask Asura for help, ask me for help, whatever you want to do. Yes, you can use ARCs because you can read them that's why I give it a 60-day. It's really a lot more. 60 days before or after its release date. So ARC readers can do it before, or everybody else who doesn't get ARCs can do it after. Or if you just didn't get the ARC for that book, you can do it after. I know there's a ton of people here who do NetGalley and stuff. So I'm like, yes, you can read it before. Cool. Nonfiction, very similar to the disability and the BIPOC and translation, same kind of thing. My reviews, a mini review. So the mini reviews have their own playlist. They are all here. It can be any of those. They're usually 5 minutes long. And then full reading vlogs are the big ones. And then a YouTube short, a TikTok, or an Instagram reel, whichever one you want to do. All my links are down there. Pick one of those. And then you can tell me, was it good? Or was it better than what I said? Was it worse? You can just do that. It'd be fun. Yeah. Cool.
You're going to tally all that at the end? See how many people agreed with you?
And it's going to be like, I was right or I was wrong. I'm getting my own self-worth out of this prompt. That's what's happening. Okay. Now we're going to get back into the points, and I'm letting Asura take over. Asura's like, oh, wait, there's both of us in here now.
Yes, but can
What
you
was the other one?
redo my access? Because it's
Did I
giving
not?
me view only right now.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm going to remove it from the screen for a hot second. Share. Ah. Why am I not typing correctly? Wait, why did it not? How come it doesn't remember you when I just type 2 people with access? Yeah, editor. Share. Okay. Somebody else asked to be an editor. No. Okay, you should have new access.
Okay.
And we will watch the magic happen. Yes, so with this spreadsheet, there is a hidden row that holds the values for each of these color codes. So we'll be adding a column for just getting bonus points. The other thing I want to say for this, the other way you could track this is instead of writing the book here, you could just write the bonus prompt here, that whatever it was, and then you'll be able to click that tick box when it comes up. Cool.
Yeah, if you're too worried to mess around with formulas, feel free to just use shortcuts like that, like you said.
That was my initial thought for everybody. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to highlight column R here and say insert one column to the right. I'd rather insert to the right than going to column T and inserting to the left, because then we get to keep our formatting. There's also like a hidden row here that's helping create like the points calculations. So I think one of the easy workarounds for this is to highlight column R again.
So here's, sorry, I just unhid it. This is the hidden row. So that has, this is where it has the values that we were talking about.
This needs a 5. You can also kind of like copy column R and paste it onto column S and then just change this.
Bonus books.
Yeah, something you're getting bonus points for.
I'm going to re-hide this real quickly.
Yeah, that 5 needs to be there though, or else it's not going to calculate.
It's not going to work without the values.
Now you'll notice it's still, it still hasn't added those 5 points for us because we have to update the formulas also. So over here in column T, I'm
gonna type. I have to click along with you so they can see it.
Yes. This big old long formula up here.
Formula.
We need to update it to include the column that we just added. So the most important part over here is where it says sum if. It goes C4 to R4. We need to change that to C4 to S4. And then the part that's highlighted yellow, C2 to R2, we need to change to C2 to S2.
Hold on, sorry, I have to like highlight. It's hard to, because yours is not going to update because we're watching my screen. Okay, so we have C4 up here. I tried to make it bigger so everybody can see. So C4 up here, they have the equal false, 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 all the way. I'm going to walk around here. We have R, and then this is where you would add the extra one. Oh, no, you're doing sum if. Sorry.
So the sum if part is the part where the points are getting calculated. So that's where you want to change it.
Right here, C4 to
you can add
S4.
You can add the S4 equals false in that section as well. That's really more for formatting than anything else, though.
Yeah. So sum if C4 R4 true, and then same with this one, R. You change this R to an S, correct?
Yes. Yeah. So we need to change the both of those R's to S's.
Okay.
And then once you've gotten that formula updated, then we can copy it all the way down.
So this one, copying all the way down, you can drag it by doing the little guys because it's not showing your cursor. So you just get to the corner here and you're going to drag. Basically.
Far down.
I will let you actually. Oops, I just did that. I will let you actually drag it though, because you're actually editing. Yeah. Oh,
it did calculate, right? Yeah. Okay.
It did. Oh, it did. Did it? Do it again.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. So then this column is what's affected by all of this. And these guys all are being inputted by this. So this should affect everything.
Yeah, it's one of those chain effects.
Reactions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Can we freeze the column with the book title? So I had an issue with this. I remember trying to do it. All right, I'm going to do it. So freeze. If we freeze.
Excuse me.
Okay, now it does it. Yes. So now it's frozen. So you guys can do that as you drag across. But if you needed to do that on yours, you can highlight both, or you can just do view, freeze, 2 columns. Okay. That's it. I don't like how it doesn't let you freeze certain columns, but whatever, it's fine. Okay.
Jen, I think it's the hidden row that we were showing you. Notice that you can see row 1 and row 3.
1 and 3.
Row 2 is where the values are coming from.
Here are your values.
Yeah.
Or yes, it just switched on me. There we go. Row 2 is where those are coming from. You have to add a value up here to do that. Yes. And then I like to hide it because it's ugly.
Takes up a lot of space.
It does. Takes up too much space. Okay. Any questions on that? I hope that makes sense. If anyone else needs to watch the replay, please do so. Or if you're like, I didn't understand it on the replay, Asura, help me.
Yeah. You guys can DM me. If I have a much easier time helping fix any spreadsheet issues if you give me access to your spreadsheets, because it can be really hard to diagnose the issue if you can't look at the actual document in question. But even just messaging me, I will do my best.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Does anyone have any specific questions of issues you've run into? We can try to fix for you.
No. I don't get art, so I can just change the title on the column. So it's the same thing. What?
Yeah.
Oh.
It also works.
Yeah, you can do that too. That's fine. You can adjust it to that. But what happens when you do suddenly get art? You never know.
Right. Then you have to add the comms back in. You have to go rewatch the stream.
I was playing the spreader. It's really easy to drag. Dragging and stuff. It's just getting into the get to the corner. You get to the corner where it looks like a little cross, and then you just drag it all down, and that'll copy it all.
Yeah. You can just do Control-C, Control-V too. That also works.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're going to read an ironic comment that Miriam is going to write in a moment. Okay. We put in so much work. Yeah, it was a lot. But really, Asura did so much here that helped me, because I was racking my brain trying to figure this out, and everything I know is just me Googling things. Wasn't getting the results that I wanted. So in that case, I just go, Asura, help me.
And then I Googled things.
Yep.
And we figured it out.
Well, because you Google it correctly.
That's really... Yeah, doing spreadsheet stuff at my job is just learning how to Google correctly, I think, for spreadsheet stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this is fully updated now for everybody. So if you haven't already gotten the spreadsheet, you can now copy it from this, and it'll already have everything that we just changed in it done, so you don't have to do the extra work. But if you have already started messing with your own spreadsheet, I apologize for not having thought of this ahead of time. And you can either recopy it or follow with the steps that we just did and do that. The bonus book column is for basically, and for if you read an Antarctica book, anytime that I've been like, you can get bonus points for this, that's your bonus column. So doing both the adaptation and the original source, that's bonus points. Reading both a book for water in the title and then another book for water in the cover for the Avatar challenge, that's a bonus point. Basically, going the extra mile of any of the challenges gets you bonus points, as well as the secret prompts that will be popping up throughout the challenge. One has already been revealed. And these are time-sensitive prompts. That time-sensitive prompt, the first one you have, is starting July 7th through July 31st, is to read an entire book outside. That is your first secret extra prompt for another 5 points. Sometimes these points might be worth more, in which case you might have to click a few extra boxes. Click extra boxes and make your life easy. Okay? Or just add more columns that we've just shown you how to do. Okay? I have some. Some of them come spur of the moment, but I definitely have at least 6 ready to go. Sometimes my secret prompts may be affected by how you guys are responding to HRCYED. Oh no, everyone has to go play hockey! But yes. If you would like, I can do a master list of the bonuses. I can just make a graphic and post that in the Discord. But yeah. The only thing for me is that in some of the potential spreadsheet doesn't automatically fit longer titles. So, fun way to do that. If you want, wait, I guess not. You can either make the column, you can wrap it. Format. So if you click format and you can do wrapping. So if this is a really long title of a book that I'm going to read for HRCYED. Boom. And then I'm going to do format. Oh, it's already wrapping. Why is it not doing the thing? It's not wrapping. Asura.
Yeah, I might. Which one are you on again? 500s?
500s. Why is it not wrapping it properly? It's supposed to do a thing. You just did the double click thing.
I did the double click thing.
Whatever. So Asura double clicked like this.
Yeah. Sorry. Should probably talk through what I'm doing.
To do that when you hit the wrapping button. I don't know why it didn't do that this time. But it's supposed to. So that's just a way to do that. So I'm gonna copy this. See now.
Yeah, now it's doing it by itself.
Rude.
Sometimes I think Sheets just does whatever it wants.
It just hates me. It went away. Both of these are supposed to be the same. Like there they go. Okay. Anyway.
Well,
maybe it's a different size than the original size of the cell. I don't know. Sheets is rude. I'll end up breaking a bone. Good stuff. Looks outside at Japan's summer humidity. I will get it done. One I had was ice hockey, vampires, and only has 10 reviews on Goodreads. Ooh, damn. A graphic with the bonuses will help your ADHD squirrel. I can do that. I will put it on my Habitica. Anyone want to join my Habitica? Bonus prompts graphic. Okay. It's on my Habitica right now. We need more people in our party. We started a new one. If anyone's on Habitica or wants to do Habitica, let me know and I'll invite you. Just tell me your Habitica username and I will invite you.
I should probably transfer over to your Habitica queue.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll do it very much, but I can at least be in your party.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. Okay. Yeah. If nobody has any other questions, that's the spreadsheet. Dare I ask what Habitica is? Oh, why don't you? This is Habitica. Habitica is a great way to track your habits or do a checklist thing. So I got to edit TBR changer, prep the rest of my game, post Murderbot to YouTube as a reminder whenever I post things to Kofi first. I'm trying to find a box of books that's missing. So these are just my tasks. These are my daily things that I try to do every single day. Ooh, I've done that now. And when you do that, it gives you gold and points. And then you have these pets and things, and you can feed them, and you can make them grow up into big mounts, and it really tickles my brain. But you have a party, and you guys do quests, and I have a lot of quests to use. Yeah, it's on browser, and there's an app.
Yeah.
You can So if you guys create your own user on this, just let me know it and I'll invite you to my party. Because then as a party, we can defeat quests and get extra fancy eggs and potions and things. It's fun. It tickles my brain. Yeah. But that's not what we're here to talk about, Q. You Anglo-Saxon women are very good at teasing us Spanish women by telling us that we are not. Wait, what? We Spanish women, in fact, scream like little girls, forcibly grabbed by the hand with their butter. I don't fully understand your ironic comment, Miriam. I know you said you were going to write it, but I don't fully understand what you are trying to convey. Don't totally get it. Okay. All right. Anyway, out to derail the stream. All right. Just realized for Habetica for the 16th. Do it. Oh no. Yes, it is free. The only thing you pay for if you want to is gems. You do not have to pay for those.
Yeah, not required.
Yeah. You can also earn them for like other challenges and stuff and get free gems. But yeah, there is absolutely, there's premium stuff if you want it. But to use the mode that we all use, we're all doing it for free. So I think I found my new to-do listing. Yeah. So yeah, just let me know your username and I can invite you that way on Habitica and I'll do that. Cool. You can be part of my team. Make party.
It's a good tool for gamifying your to-do lists and tasks and stuff.
Okay. Well,
no spreadsheet questions. Okay.
If there's any other spreadsheet questions, let us know. And we will help. But that is the HRCYED spreadsheet. I hope that it works for everybody. I hope you enjoy playing around with it. Again, always make a copy. And don't try to access editing access for my original spreadsheet. You will not be granted it unless you are Asura. Asura is the only one allowed editing access. All the ADHD books unite for Habitica. Literally, it's how I get anything done is on Habitica. So, cool. Okay. Well, thank you. Big thank you to Asura for joining me and helping me with the spreadsheet stuff and all that jazz. A new one will be in the link on the website.
Yes, it's the same one. So as we updated the website link, it's up.
It's
the new thing
same link
automatically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we don't have to post a new link or anything. Just use the same one that you found on the website already. 'Tis there.
Yes. And reach out to me on Discord if you struggle with spreadsheet stuff. I'm happy to help.
Oh, is Pipe barking? Big man has to get off the bed now. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining. I don't know if there's further pop-ups for HRCYED planning that need to happen yet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Bye-bye. I might do one if we need we might do a recommendations live stream where people can ask me for, because I am a walking Rolodex of books.
So, the library in her head.
But also I will need help with some of them because there's some that I don't even know how to do. Mm-hmm. So we can all kind of collaborate on a live stream there for recommendations. I haven't planned it yet. We will be having the HRCYED 1.0 sleepover on the 28th and 29th, time officially pending. And that's going to help us wrap up HRCYED 1.0 before 2.0 begins. We'll also probably have a kickoff HRCYED 2.0, but it's also my birthday, and I don't know if people are planning things for my birthday in my life. So we'll see. But yeah, please, yes, help me with Gothics. I don't read Gothic very often. Help me. So, yes.
It starts on a Friday, right? The 7th is is that a Monday?
It's a Monday.
Yeah.
Gross.
Could do a kickoff like the following weekend or something.
Yeah. I might do it like
my birthday.
Sunday the 6th. And if I do Sunday the 6th, then it could be like at midnight. Now we've started HRCYED. This is dependent on if I get a job,
Right.
Everything is up in the air for me. It's dependent on, do I get a job? will I get a job? I mean, I'm trying to, but yeah. You're a Southerner, so you got me on Gothic. Okay. All right. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to stop with the Midwestern goodbye, and I'm going to hit that button. Thank you all for joining, and we will see you again. If I don't pop up the rest of this week, I will not be live on Saturday. I will be live on Sunday, because Saturday, if you're in Colorado and going to the Spicy Librarian, I will be there selling my books for their Pride event. So you can come say hi to me if you are here in Colorado. But otherwise, so I will not have regular Saturday stream, but I will replay it on Sunday instead. Okay, now I'm going to go.